So everybody knows that Bass Cats are fast. Standing on my 2021 Bass Cat Puma FTD, and the fastest I've got it is I think 80.7 miles an hour, somewhere in that range. It's fast. You know, not Allison or 500 horsepower engine fast, but she's fast for a bass boat. I mean, if you're used to a Ranger or a Skeeter, she cooks. But you know, there's not a whole lot of sacrifice along with that. So I can take a look from over here. The front of the boat looks kind of narrow, and it was coming from a Ranger. The camera angle really makes it look it, but it really puts you on the tip of the boat, right? Like for skipping docks or flipping, it's you really can't beat it. Talking about driving, super comfortable to drive this boat. Seats are great, and it's got this you know, hexagon shaped steering wheel, and it's just really comfortable. So when you're driving, you know, 75-80 miles an hour, you can just grab like kind of one of those corners and just stay going left into it. Rick Bierce has got a great video on how to drive the boats. I had to explain it to a friend recently on how the boat drives, and like some other boats, and this normally I'm ripping on Ranger, but I'm not this time. So like you can trim up a Ranger all the way, full speed, 250 on the back, like they're 520, and it just drives. So like you don't have to do anything because it doesn't go that fast. But this boat, you can't just trim all the way up. If you trim all the way up, it gets really loose. You'll go really fast, really quick, and you probably will die. So you just gotta trim up a little bit at a time, build up your speed. Like I said, Rick Pierce has a great like bass boat driving 101 video on YouTube. That's I've watched a couple of times. That's helped me learn how to drive this boat. Now it's like second nature. It took me like probably 4 or 5 trips, just doing, you know, laps down the river to just get used to how it felt. And there's no really driving through the chine walk. It's you know, if you just use the pressure as you're trimming up the motor, and you just don't want the motor to be bouncing back and forth. That's what causes it to like walk like that until you're going like 80 miles an hour, and then the boat's literally balancing on, you know, a very small piece of the back of the boat. And something that people get really jealous of, especially my friends, is that the storage. Like, I mean, check this out. Seats, storage. Under this, more storage. Got the super deep triangle shaped live wells. Keep your fish real nice and healthy. You got tiny little co-angler storage spots in the back, which is nice because, well, that's my rain gear. But I like all my storage up in the front. What they do with the battery compartment's really nice. So they got these mounts that are in here. And you basically just take these nuts off, and then it'll pull the whole thing up, and then put batteries in there, and they're nice and secure. Looks like I gotta pump some water out. That's all right. And then 2 separate gas tanks in the back. There's a little switch right here. Select your gas tank. That part's kind of annoying, but it's all right. It's manageable. Something I didn't mention is this whole cover comes off. It's just a little, and then slides right out. So if you need to put batteries in or anything else, you can see right there, they just slide out. So that's super convenient. Kick some of this stuff to the side. So you got your normal Bass Cat gauge there, you know, lights, accessories you can hook up, compartment fans, dry stuff out when it's rainy, and then all your live well functions along with the switch right there. And then a master panel to turn everything off if you want. I'm not going to because I have some stuff on right now. Day boxes. So this guy right here, got a Bubba scale, and all the plastics I use on a day-to-day basis, plus you know, pliers, super glue is mandatory, and then the tool for the Nico or Wacky Rig Senko, which is something I try not to fish. Bunch of empty wrappers for Uncrustables that I ate today because I'm fat. All right, so then we can get into like where we keep our luas. So this spot, kind of a mess right now because I got my swim bait box and everything else in here, but as you can see, fits quite a few 3700 size boxes, even some more right there. But I don't have it very well organized right now or balanced because going into the winter and just I don't really care to be running that fast right now, so I don't really need the balance. More storage up here for your baits. You got 2 of these guys. I wasn't the biggest fan of these at first because it seemed like a waste of space, but I don't really want to keep that much stuff that far forward on my boat, so I put like the lighter stuff, like my frogs and crankbaits that are like my balsa crankbaits. No, they're super light. Like this ain't anything to that box. And then probably the best storage feature of all is this guy right here. It's a net. Super easy to get to when you're fishing by yourself, and super convenient. All right, let's go to the rod blockers. Two little guys there, and then if it's, I don't even know how many. Was that 9? Yeah, 9 in the slots, and then there's just that extra section below, which I only got 5 down there right now, but I took all my like frog rod and punching rod off the boat for the winter because I'm not going to be doing any of that anytime soon. And then on the starboard side, we got another 2 of these doodads, and you go in there, and this is where I got like, I think spinning rods in the normal compartment are just a huge pain, so I got mine over here, life vests, my big swim bait stuff, that's all over here, and I also put this BFS rod over here. It just keeps it nice and out of the way. But yeah, it's a storage, plenty of cup holders. There's one there, 2 down here, or bait holders, whatever, and then 1 there, and then 2 there, and then 1 on the left. So oh yeah, and then there's another bait holder, a cup holder up front. So there's definitely no shortage of cup holders on this boat. So I think I covered everything. My particular rig I got with 2 Humminbird Solixes, a 15 at the console and then a 12 up front, and then for my live scope I got the Garmin Echo Map, just the 12-inch one. So they've been on sale for like $1,500, and I got one for that and sold the old 10-inch one I had for like $800, so it's a pretty cheap upgrade. I got 2 power poles on the back. Bass Cat does a nice thing where they got the little compartments back there to put them in on the newer boats, but they still fit pretty good. Let me see real quick, see if we find easy to see. So the yeah, they're just right back in there. I don't know if I'm pointing at you good enough, but motors are nice and tucked away in there for the power poles. I bought this boat used, this cover on it. I actually hate that cover. I think it looks stupid, but protects it from the sun when it's stored outside of my house, so got no issues there. Yeah, trolling motors. I mean, like, you step up here, you're up there. It can be a little interesting getting used to when it's rough outside, but around the water, but ain't no thing. I don't really know why Bass Cat stopped making the Puma FTD. It's a great layout. I believe it's the same hull as the Cougar, so I think they just picked the Cougar and kept it, and they make the Puma STS. So I imagine sales were probably better. Money usually drives everything, so that's probably why they did it. But oh yeah, now that I'm looking at it, there's these little lights all around the boat, which are kind of nice. If you're fishing it in the dark or at night and you just want a little there. But I don't know, let me know what you think. I've had this boat for 2 years now, and yeah, I'm in no rush to switch. I had an 18-foot Ranger before this, which was by all means a great boat, but this is just the Bass Cats are definitely a step up from the Rangers. That's all I'll say about that, but nothing bad to be said about the Rangers, other than the fact that they're slow and lack storage. But let me know what you think. Yeah, I'll see you next time on the water.